This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now, where we bring you the 3 E's: educate, empower, and engage. I'm your host, Harvey Blankfeld, and we've been selling homes here in Southern Nevada since 1988. We also have Darren Welsh here, who's the general counsel at Berkshire Hathaway. And Darren brought in a wonderful book. You wrote this book, right, Darren?
I did.
Yeah, I figured no. No, he did not write this book, but he brought this book in called Las Vegas Calling. And it's from...
You should actually put the actual author on there so the guy doesn't get upset.
Yes.
Frank Maggio.
Frank Maggio. So you brought this book in, and I'm loving it because it's from 1975, and it's full of pictures from Vegas back then. And even before, from prior to that, talking about the meadows, talking about the Strip, talking about the old fort. I mean, just amazing stuff. We were talking as we were looking through this book, and we were talking about like Vegas back in the day, and and Kim was getting into this too. We were talking about back in the day when the mob ruled the town and things were a little bit different back then. It was a much smaller town, obviously. Yeah. But it was interesting. You're talking about it was a night. Everyone was night owls. Everyone was the shows started late. And I love
one of the things I found in my grandmother's stuff is she saved the brochures from the pool parties, from the hotels advertising their pool parties in the 50s.
Wow.
In the 50s. And they're talking about how they start at midnight or 2 a.m.
The pool party.
The pool party.
Wow.
So they've been doing pool. All the young kids now that think, I'm going clubbing, and sometimes they open up the pool at the Cosmopolitan or something. It's like, look, nothing's changed. Yeah. The Romans partied next to pools. You know what I mean? So as cool as you think you are, it turns out we've been doing this forever.
Look at this. I mean, Darren's just showing me a photo of the valley, and you've got Circus Circus, and then behind Circus Circus, just a whole bunch of dust. Right. I mean, there's just nothing there. I mean, it's remarkable. There's a few houses right there, just directly behind it.
So that's Summerlin, and it's blank.
Yeah, there is nothing out there.
You should have gone in 1975 and bought Summerlin. Just remarkable.
Yeah. As to what we can see, but just remarkable when you look back at the history. So he's got.
It's interesting because Vegas will try anything.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, let's do highlight, and everyone's like, what is it? It's like, okay, that didn't work. Let's move on.
And they had horse racing for a while too, right? They had the track down.
That's right, out for Boulder Highway.
Yeah.
Do you remember when they had a Grand Prix outside of the Caesars Palace?
Yeah.
I remember that was back in the 70s too, right?
They used to do boxing matches outside.
Right.
Yeah.
Ali fought outside.
That parking lot's the one that flooded so bad that got all these retention basins started.
Oh, right.
I remember. I mean, there's pictures of cars just floating in Caesar's
Imperial
parking lot.
Palace too. Remember they had all the water used to collect. There was like the bottom of the toilet bowl right there.
Yeah.
Everything used to collect right there. Remarkable. Yeah, when you think about and when you think about Las Vegas, the history is not. I mean, it's not like Boston. It's not like Baltimore. Right. It's not like those old. But the history is pretty rich. I mean, it's incredibly diverse, from the Mormons to the mob to the to all the settlers.
Howard Hughes.
Howard Hughes.
Oh yeah.
What an incredible story.
It's interesting to me because there is no bad idea.
Right.
They literally will float anything for a little while. I mean, you remember MGM tried to go kid-friendly, or whichever one did.
All of them did, I think. Yeah. Well, Treasure Island.
Yeah.
And then they moved right back to
It didn't
Vice.
take long.
No.
I'll tell you that I moved out here because MGM went kid-friendly. I opened up pizzerias in the MGM. That's why I came to Vegas from Baltimore to open up pizzerias in the MGM.
Well, there you go.
And we were there for a couple of years, and then that theme park would just... See ya. Building condos.
Right.
Never mind.
It's like the town of no hard feelings. It's like, didn't work, let's move on.
Yep. Moving on.
Nobody holds a grudge. You just bulldoze it and start over.
You've been listening to Las Vegas Real Estate Now with host Harvey Blankfeld. Please tune in every Saturday at 11 a.m. right here on News Talk 720 KDWN.